In this video today, you are going to learn how to trade futures on Bybit platform. In my previous video, I have explained what futures trading is all about and some other common 16 terms of future trading. So this is Bybit platform, and whenever you come to this platform, I mean Bybit, because the centralized exchanges, the interface may be a little bit different, like a Binance, Bybit, Bitget, and the rest. But we are going to make use of Bybit. Now, once you come to Bybit, if you have money on your Bybit accounts, probably the money is in your Unify account or funding account. If you want to trade future trading, you have to transfer the money to unified account. So the first thing you need to do is to get your USDT ready and transfer it to unified account. Now you click on assets, then you click on transfer. Once you click on transfer like this, so you can see funding accounts. See, this is funding accounts, and this is unify account. You can see in my funding account I have $8. So I'm going to transfer this $8. Look at the $8 here. So I'm going to transfer this $8 to show you in a practical way how to trade futures on Bybit. Now let me click on maximum, then I'm going to transfer it. So I will click confirm. So I have transferred it, and let's assume you don't have money. That means you need to buy USDT from P2P section of Bybit. Now, since I have transferred money to my Unify accounts, then you simply come to trade. Look at trade at the bottom here. So once you click on trade, then you can see, look at this place here. So you are going to see convert, spot, and futures. So you make sure you click on futures there. So now you can see from my home I have clicked on futures. So once you come to this futures trading tab on Bybit, there are some certain things you need to know. First of all, I need to explain to you that there are two ways of making money when it comes to future trading. The first one is to predict the price of a token to be up, which is called long or buy. Let me show you here. Look at it. Look at long. In some other platforms, you may see buy. And the second one is short. In another platform, you may see sell. They still mean the same thing. What long mean is that you predict the price of the token to go up, and short or sell mean you predict the price of a token to be coming down. So anytime you predict, that is, you place a trade for either of long or short, buy or sell, and your prediction is correct, you make money. Now, apart from that, there are some certain things you still need to know. Now, let's start from where do you select the token you want to trade. This is where to select it. Look at this place. Look at this place. So once you click that place, you'll be able to search for token you want to trade. For instance, XRP here. Then look at this place as well. Look at this place. You can see cross there. In future trading, there are two basic modes. We have isolated mode and the cross margin mode. Now I'm going to explain. First of all, let me select isolated. Now I've selected isolated. What isolated mode is all about is that when you select isolated, any money you transfer to your future wallet on Bybit, that is a Unify account, and you place a trade. If the trade is going against you, the money you are going to lose is going to be limited to the money you transfer and you want to use for your future trading. But when it's come to cross margin mode and a trade is going against you or going for you, it is going to, the system will make use of other money in your other wallets like a funding wallet and be using it to trade for you. Particularly if the trade is going against you, the system will be using other wallets that you have money to be continue the trade. So it has advantage and disadvantage. If a token is going against you, it may increase your liquidation price. You may not quickly get liquidated. But for newbie, it is advisable to make use of isolated mode. That is it. Now, let's talk about leverage. I have explained what leverage is all about in my previous video that I call Introduction to Futures Trading. Now, leverage simply means borrowing money from an exchange to increase your position size. For instance, if you have $100 in your account to trade futures, but you want to increase your position size, you have the opportunity to borrow more money from an exchange. So the leverage we have, you can see we have 1x leverage, 2x, 5x, 3x, and the rest. So for instance, if I choose 10x leverage and I have $400, so that my $100 will be times 10, and that gives us $1,000. So that means I will have $1,000 to trade. It has advantages and disadvantages. Now, if you have a 10x leverage, that will help you to make money quickly if the trade is for you. But if the trade is going against you, it can quickly swallow your money as well. And apart from that, it can make your trade to quickly reach a liquidation price. So for newbie, it is advisable. In fact, you can start from a 3x leverage, though you may not make much money depending on your home margin. That is the money you put down to trade. If you put huge money, with 3x leverage, you can still make money. Now, that is for leverage. The another thing here, look at this place. So this candlestick icon, if you click there, that will allow you to check charts for any particular token you want to trade. So this particular chart is for XRP, so you can check it and see what is going on the chart, particularly for technical analysis. When you want to trade futures trading, you must be able to do little technical analysis. That is very, very important. Now you click on this one, so you go back to the previous tab. Now the another thing we need to know is about orders. Look at here. So we have basic two orders. We have a limit order and a market order. So let's start from market order. Now this is market order. I've selected market order. Anytime I want to trade and I want to use market order, that means I want to buy the token at the exact market price, at the exact current market price. Look at the price of this token now, XRP. This is the price. This is 2.0493. That's the current price. So let's assume I want to predict the price to go up. I will click on long and it will buy for me at the exact price. Now, if I select the order, if I select a limit order, so if I click here and select limit order, this limit order allows me to type or determine the exact price I want to buy, not the current market price. So it gives me an opportunity to determine the price I want to buy. So the order, we just stay there and be waiting until the price comes to the particular price I have set. So here, look at this place. That is where I'm going to type the price. Let's assume I want to make use of limit order. And to make use of limit order, usually you need to use chart. So you click on chart. For instance, this is XRP. So, and this is XRP chart. So you can go to higher time frame. This is 4 hours time frame. You check the you check the higher time frame, 4 hours, and you can check 1 hour as well. So as it is like this now, I can see that the price has reached the support, and I can check and look for other thing. Then I can go back to my lower time frame, then to determine the price. If I'm going to make use of limit order now, so I can say I'm going to buy it when the price comes down to maybe $1.90. So let's go back to the tab now. I can just type 1.90. Look at it here. Then I will click here at this place. That is where I'm going to choose how many percentage of my margin, that is the money I have on my Unify account. So I'm going to use am I going to use 4% or 50% or 80% of my money? If I use 80%, you can see, or 90%. So I can just draw it and you will see what I'm going to get. So you look at it now. This is what I'm going to get if I use this. Because of the leverage, because of my 3x leverage, that is why you are seeing the quantity of this XRP. Look at the quantity here. So that is the quantity. Now let's assume I want to long it or I want to short it. I can just click on any one of it. Now apart from that, another thing you need to know is, look at this place. Let me do it very well. Look at this place. You can see TP/SR. That is take profit and stop loss. You can see post only. You can see post only and reduce only. But the only one we are going to focus on is to click on TP and SR. TP simply means take profit. That is, you will set the price. You want the system to trigger take profit for you. That is, the system will close the trade for you in profits. And the SL simply means stop loss. So you will be able to set the price that you want the system to close the trade after you have been in little loss. So you can determine that after you have been in a 3% or 10% or 20% loss, the system will close it. That is stop loss. Now, anytime you want to trade future trading, you can set your TP and SL when you want to buy, particularly when you are making use of limit order. So what you need to do, if you want to do that, you simply click on this box. You can see once you click on this box, you will be able to type take profit and stop loss at the same time. So I'm going to do special video about how to set your take profit and stop loss. Now I have unticked that. So the next thing, if I place this trade now, for instance, now let me place this trade now. So because I want to use limit order, so let me use a market order so that we will understand it better. Now I believe that it's going up, so I will click on up and I click on confirm. Now you can see, look at this place now, you can see position. You can see in my position now, there is something written there. You see 1. That means I have opened a trade. That is why you are seeing. So anytime you are opening a trade, you will see it under position there. So let's click on position and see the trade. Now this is the trade. So it is not necessary that you set your take profit and the stop loss immediately. You can set it after you have placed a trade. So look at it at the bottom here, particularly this particular one that I've said. Look at set take profit and stop loss. I'll be able to do that, and then later I am still going to do another video about trailing stop. And if let's assume I want to close this trade, that is where I will click. And another thing, look at this place here. This is where you are going to see if you are making profit or you are being in loss. When you see red, you can see minus 0.03. That means I am in little loss now. And you can see up there unrealized P and L, that is unrealized profit and loss. So let's assume I am in profit now. It's going to turn green and you will be seeing how much I am making. Now And some other thing I need to explain to you. Look at this place. Look at this place. You can see position size. My own position size, you can see it there. Another thing is entry price. How much did I buy it? That entry price, and you can see the mark price, which I explained. That is the exact price that the system was able to fill the trade. Let's assume I don't want to use a market order. So let's briefly do that. Now let's assume I want to use a limit order, and I want to use the remaining money I have with 3x leverage, and let me just long it. So if I click now, I can just click on confirm. Now, why I am doing it, I want to explain to you that when you make use of limit order, your trade is not yet filled, and you are not going to see it in positions. It's going to be in order. Look at it. Look at where it is. So it will be waiting. It will be waiting. Let me click on orders here. Look at it. You can see the order is not yet filled. The trade is not yet filled. So it's going to wait until the price of XRP comes down to the price I said to buy. But when you make use of market order, it will be bought immediately. That's the difference between limit order and the market order. Now, if I want to cancel it, I will just simply click on cancel. So you can see it has been cancelled. That is, the limit order I said has been cancelled. Now let's click on position again. So in my next video, I'm going to show you how to set take profit and stop loss, and probably trailing stop loss. Let's assume I want to close this particular trade now. Look at where I'm going to click. I will just click on close. So once I click there, this trade will be closed. So I want to close it now. You can see, so I'm going to close it. Now it has been closed.